One of the things you told us offline was this experience you've had with a all-women firm. And so I'm curious, was that by design? What's the experience been like having the opportunity to build a firm like that?
I feel obligated to say we don't discriminate against men. We've had men on our team in the past. That's how the chips have fallen now. I will say that that's part of our image as being like, I'm very open about being a mom. I'm remarried. 5 kids are all still in school. Other people on our team are working moms. So that's part of our culture. And so I think we attract other people looking for that type of culture, which is how we ended up, yes, with a currently all women team. I would say, even though I started the firm in 2016, the first couple years I was treading water. My youngest son was born in 2018. I was replicating what I had seen, but doing my own thing. It was a hamster in the wheel situation. I had some clients, but it was kind of like month to month. I didn't really have a vision for where it was going to go. In 2019, I started to educate myself, be more strategic, learn things I didn't know. And that's when I started to see an opportunity. Could we build a firm, scale it, be a family, women, mom-friendly, whatever you want, parent-friendly firm?
I just want to make sure when we talk about family-friendly, we say that. If your kid's got to get to school and you're late to work, it's acceptable. Or if your kid is home sick and there's nobody else to help you, you're going to figure out how to get your work done remotely. When you say that, is that what you mean?
Thank you for asking that, because I think a lot of times some language has become kind of cliche. Work-life balance. I think it means different things to different people. To me, is we're not going to sacrifice our personal lives, our family responsibilities. But I also believe that we don't need to, because I'm not willing to sacrifice the health of the business, the welfare of our clients. That's why I started my own practice, because I wanted to figure out how to do both. More people are interested in it now than they were 8-9 years ago. On the sort of professional side of our firm, we are in office, we're full-time, we are very much interacting with the public. Most of our clients come into the office. About 85 to 90% request in-person meetings. So although we certainly have and utilize technology and we have the capabilities to be virtual, at the end of the day, we're still a very brick and mortar law firm. All of our team is full-time salaried. We have KPIs, revenue goals. It's not loosey-goosey. That being said, we have really invested in areas both on the employment side, the technology side, where we can have that be consistent. So yes, there's flexibility if people have childcare needs. People have different schedules. And so we might have one paralegal who maybe her husband takes the kids to school and she picks them up. So she works 7 to 3. Someone else works 8 to 4. Someone else works 9 to 5. We prioritize PTO. So everybody at the firm has at least 5 weeks of PTO. I wanted to have enough so that could accommodate like winter break, spring break. We have snow day policies. We try to sync up our holidays so that if schools are closed, we either are closed or we have work from home. Those are the main benefits that we try to have for our employees. On the technology side and on the staffing side, we also have a second team in another time zone. And so that means our phones are being answered for an extended day. Our international team has different holidays. A lot of the technology that I'm sure many listeners are already familiar with, a case management system, client portals, things like that. There's so much these days that even a small law firm or even a solo can start to utilize. You can balance those things, and we can really move away from that traditional concept of lawyers working around the clock, needing to take every call that comes in. There's more options these days.
You just gave a master class in how to run a team. So I want to be clear, like I was really bad at this at one point in my life. Really bad at this. You had to do push-ups if you were late to a meeting, and I didn't care if you had a cane, you still had to do the push-ups, right? I know that sounds terrible, but I want to be honest about who I was. I was really difficult to work for. And I have morphed now, and I see the real value in it. And MPS, you can talk about our culture and how it's changed.
I agree with that. The most important thing to most people is freedom and flexibility, whether that's time with family or just time for themselves. And likewise, our policy is that unlimited vacation type policy, which is take the time you need. If you're getting your work done, that's all we care about. When you have time off, you take time off. So you're off, right? Disconnect. And then if you're in and you've got stuff you got to go do or run errands or drop a kid off or stay home with a kid, take the time you need. As long as the work's getting done, it drops the stress level of the team. People aren't stressed about having a dentist appointment at 10 a.m. I'm not going to be able to make a team meeting, right? It drops the stress level. I think what you've built is impressive. And I agree with Rich, very much a masterclass in work culture, especially within a law firm. You don't see that often. It was well done.